I wanted to take a moment to talk about COVID-19 and what I said needed to happen because, yes, I didn't tell the truth. I didn't say, hey, guys, it's a bioweapon. I know we did it. But what I did say is this is what you need to do. You need to quarantine Florida. You need to take extreme action. You need to stop the spread completely. You need to make everyone stay at home. And when everyone stays at home, they should be prevented from buying foreign goods completely. They should only be able to basically get food and domestically produced goods because we need to protect our currency. And that's what I said in the beginning. And everyone went, no, COVID-19 is not a big deal. We don't have to listen to them. And the reason they didn't listen to me is because I didn't tell them the whole story. And you guys never listen to me because I don't tell you the whole story. And the problem is I can't tell you the whole story. I'm never going to tell you the whole story. But then you don't listen to me. And you need to listen to me because it's a matter of life and death. But the fact of the matter is sometimes I think to myself, the world's full of good people. The Americans aren't the only good people in the world. And a lot of people need to die. And so I'm completely okay with Americans dying, even though I don't want them to die. They're on my team. But right now, because the United States government's not on my team, I mean, I saw like you picked the deputy attorney general as an Indian person, which means that they're going to have a bias against me. I mean, okay, sure, that's fine. Isn't that smart of a thing to do? My understanding is that there are a lot of Indians that work in the Department of Justice and the FBI, like a ton of them. But it's not just them. A huge amount of people are Jewish. Huge amount of people are Catholic. And it's not about whether or not you're Jewish or Catholic or whatever. It's about whether or not you are someone that's a fascist that doesn't believe in the Constitution, which I don't know how it became the case that liberals don't believe in the Constitution. They believe that that a judge is allowed to break the Constitution, and conservatives believe that a judge isn't allowed to break the Constitution, but they believe in limiting Americans' rights based on their religious opinions, like limiting the ability to have gay rights, limiting the ability to. I don't want to talk about that right now. What I want to talk about is what I said about how to deal with COVID-19. The reason I said that we need to focus more on making sure everyone's food is taken care of, making sure people's housing is taken care of, stopping the spread, having people stay at home is because I know one thing. So every country has a pile of money. And I know that you guys think, well, we all have our own piles of money because we're individuals. But yes, but no, we all have a pile of money and ours are the dollars. And then there are the euros and there are the pounds in England. And there's Guinea in Egypt. And there's the yuan and there's the renminbi. I don't even know how to say it. There are a lot of different currencies. But all these different countries have piles of money. And there is money that leaks out of their piles of money and it goes to other countries. And if you have too much of your money go out to other countries, then they can buy your stuff very easily. And one way to get people to leak out their money is Bitcoin. And did we sell all my Bitcoin? My understanding is that we already sold it. So Bitcoin is still strong, but my understanding is that we actually sold all my Bitcoin already, which is crazy. I don't really know what happened. I was told that the stock market was actually going to crash last week, for real, and it didn't. But my stocks shot up a lot because I'm short. I never stop shorting. Anyways, so do I think you should short? I'm firmly against shorting. I think it's un-American. I'm short in foreign markets, and I don't think that you should be. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, we all have piles of money. And the American economy, because it's so open, has a lot of leaks out of it. Like a lot of people can invest in our stock market. And if they invested smart, they could have made a lot of money investing in our stock market over the last few years. But a lot of people were short a long time ago. One of the big reasons for that is because of me, because I kept scaring people into not being long. So we need to protect ourselves from having too much of our money leak out. And at the same time, we need to make sure Americans have the ability to survive. But it seems like everyone's priorities are kind of screwed up. Everyone thinks that we should have a short-term mindset. We should be concerned about the total amounts of deaths. We need to prevent deaths because that's why we're vaccinating old people first instead of vaccinating healthcare workers. It's because we need to prevent people from dying, because it would piss everyone off if a lot of old people died. But the problem with that mindset is it's very short term. It wasn't about stopping the spread. It was about preventing the statistic of having a lot of deaths in the United States. And they should have focused on stopping the spread, which means they should have focused on keeping people at home, slowing down the economy, and making sure that people are fed. But instead, they focused on vaccinating old people. And all I'm saying is the government is short-sighted. They've been short-sighted for a long time. Our society is going to get to the point that it's not going to be able to function, and that's when you guys are going to tell the truth. So the feds are going to keep everything a secret. Oh, we didn't murder anybody. We didn't murder Mark Anthony Condit and frame him for the Austin bombings. We're nice people, I promise. We wear collared shirts and we have our hair parted to the side. We're very good people. We would never do something like that. Yes, you did. And they're going to keep everything a secret until what happens? COVID-19 mutates to the point that you're going to have a very, very, very difficult situation. And I warned you about it. And what I said a long time ago is you need to massively stop the spread. And the way to do that is to shut down our economy and to do massive quarantines. And what you decided to do was ignore me. And because of that, we've had a lot of mutations. And I don't think we've seen the end of it. I think the mutations are going to be a lot worse. And I think it's going to lead to the end of our society as we know it, because no one's going to trust the politicians anymore, because the politicians have covered up and lied for this election fraud. Like, even the Republicans have covered up for the election fraud, and they're doing it because they're protecting the FBI and the DEA and everything. But what's going to happen is you're going to have to tell the truth eventually, and it's going to be very uncomfortable on that day. So we need to protect our pile of money, and I don't think that the stimulus is doing a very good job about that, because, like, straight up, what am I going to buy right away? A microphone that's probably not made in the United States, but I'll try to buy a used one. What else am I going to buy? Oh, speakers that are definitely not from the United States. They're from Japan. Yeah, I have to have a way to do my work, and I could buy American speakers, but they're a lot more expensive, and the stimulus isn't going to be enough for me to buy American speakers. So, but I might be able to buy them used. That's the thing. I bought this camera used. I bought a lot of the stuff I have used, and when possible, I'm going to buy used goods. So, yeah. I feel so bad about COVID-19, but I also think it's the only way for the planet to survive because of the Earth's population. It's just skyrocketing so much, and I know that the world is having a lot of trouble with it right now, and a lot of people live in worse circumstances than me. They live in very, very densely populated areas where they can't leave their house, and it's just awful, and I feel bad for them, but this was necessary.